Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Nick the Forester here. Back with another one this evening. Decided to tear down a saw, see what we can really do with it. Haven't ran a few tanks to this saw. Obviously, not overly impressed. Think it'd be much better. And so we're going to tear it down, get some timing numbers on it, get squish on it, and see what we can do with it. I have accumulated a few parts because I had a feeling it wasn't going to be exactly what I was thinking it would be. So I do have a few parts to throw on it here. Mainly just a piston for right now. And I may end up muffler modding it later on, but I think the timer numbers are a little lax on it, so we'll see. But to ease the suspense, or kill the suspense, I'll go ahead and show y'all what it is. It's my holzfforma 372. I have done a couple 372s for other folks in the past. Like I said, I'm not impressed with this cone saw, at least not in stock form. We can see what we can do with it, though. So, without further ado, we're going to tear this guy down. Pretty well got the air leak knocked out of it. So, why don't you run it? I'm not impressed with it, honestly. It's for a 70cc saw right out of the box. It's not what I was expecting. Feel there's a whole lot of meat left on the bone, and being a clone saw, I've got another Farmtech cylinder I can throw on it if I go too far, and it's just something to play with. I mean, honestly, I want to see what I can get out of it. I've done a few Husqvarna 372s. Pretty good work saws. I mean, base gasket leak, raised the exhaust 20 thousandths, lowered the intake 20 thousandths, and they're strong saws. I mean, squish on those few saws was anywhere from 24 to like 31, I think was the highest, 32. And folks that run those saws enjoy them. Don't have an issue with them at all, but we want to go a little bit stronger with this one because it's just a toy. I mean, that's what I bought it for, just to play around with. Y'all may notice this sign in the shop. I'll pull it down for you. Found this one out marking some timber to be cut the other day. This is a old Mead coated board lands, Mead Timber Company. Down around South Georgia, South Alabama. If you're down this way, y'all know about Mead. The Mead Mill, pulp and sawmill down at Cottonton. They're a big player down here. Where for years used to be the old Georgia Craft Lands. Who else? Wells owned the land for a while. A couple other companies. It was last owned by the folks I worked for, or that contract the company I worked for. Catchmark Timberlands, but they recently merged with Potlatch Deltic. So that land will be changing hands once again. Found that sign laying next to a tree, had fallen off, and since it's in pretty good shape, I decided to pick it up. I think Mead sold the land in 07, 08, 09, somewhere in there. So I thought, heck, let's preserve some history. It's going to rot out in the woods. It's already starting to crack and break off, and it's only a handful of them I found. It's the one that's in the best shape that I found, and since it was already off the tree, and the company, it's not the same company that owns the land anymore, they didn't need to be out there anyway, so I figured I'd save it, preserve it best I could, and hang it up here in the shop. But without further ado, let's get into this, because it's probably going to end up being a couple part video anyways. gonna go ahead and take the handle off first. This make it easier on us. I guess I need to get some T-handles. I thought about ordering a set. My lovely, well now fiance, girlfriend at the time, but I proposed this weekend. She has started giving me boxes to put bolts, nuts, cylinders, whatever else in. So we'll set this over here to the side and we'll throw bolts and whatever else in it. She's very supportive of my hobby, and I love her dearly for that. I love her dearly in general, but I really appreciate that she supports my hobby. It's a huge blessing finding a woman that does support it. But let's go ahead and pull this tank off. Handle. Been out of. Some days I just can't talk. Two down here. You're an oily pug. I mean, I need to turn down that oiler. She is oily. Which would be great if I had a bar on it. Took a little bit of adjusting to get it fit on there, and then it didn't want to come off. We'll hang this. We'll hang it over here for now. Alright. Now that's off. Let's go ahead and pull our cylinder off. Or top cover. I'm going to be pulling the cylinder quite yet. And I will say I did pull the little divider for the high and low jet and the idle screw out. That thing always bothered me. I usually can get at them a whole lot easier without it. And the holder's so small, the chips, my chips are going to get in there. It's very minimal. So I'm not worried about it at all. Hope y'all have been having yourselves a very good weekend. All the reason I ain't working on that the 266 and this 268 is I'm waiting for parts. I'll probably be working on these simultaneously, so there'll be some videos of them 66s and 266 and 268, and probably this one. That's pretty well wrapped up on the 266. Probably not gonna do the clutch side. I looked at it. Looked like somebody had been in there and done the clutch side seal on it. So we'll fire it up and see how it acts. If it still wants to act up, then we'll pull this off. Oh, another thing I did do was the guy to work with actually had a factory air filter for one of these. So instead of having the one that comes on the Farmer Tech that's got the wing nut and stud, this one's just got the captured nut and stud. That's how I run it. Granted, it's a little bit dirty, but I ain't no issue. It's a chain brake. Pulling this guy off, set you over there. Alright. Guess we can go ahead and release that. There we go. Let's go ahead first off check squish on this saw. Can't remember if I checked it in another video or not, but we'll recheck it. Definitely. Plugs still on the right side. I ain't cleaned it out too much yet. Really wanted to, I said, wasn't overly happy with the performance. And finally broke in and still wasn't happy, so let's see where our splish is at. Make sure we got it. Let's see. Even get a, I don't know. No, it definitely smacked it, but not much. Let's do that again. I don't like how that one went. Gonna loop it around on the back side this time. Come on. Alright, let's see what we got. It definitely smacked it, but not much. I'd say that much. It did not touch it much at all. Zero out this gauge. You're looking at about, do it that way. Getting 50 thousandths on a squish. Yep. 50 thousandths. So that explains probably a bunch of the performance I'm feeling, because this is 62 thousandths soldered. So yeah, if it's got 50 thousandths squish, that's pretty pitiful, honestly. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and tear this guy down. Probably end up throwing that other piston in there as well. Alright. Gotta get this linkage off. Do it this way. There we go. Fuel line. Probably go ahead and replace this impulse line. I don't love the clamp that's on this guy. Pull the choke out. Go ahead and pop these, what's it called, up. Alright, let's get, remember these fit that, these little guys. But it does not, I don't think it does. I think it's much smaller. Yeah. But I think it does bleed at this cylinder. Yep. It does. So these guys are probably, let's say, that one right there. Smaller? Yep, one side smaller. End up probably having to use somewhere else too. Did I set that sucker? Thought I'd set it back in here. Looking for my screwdriver. Sorry, y'all. There it is. Right under me, and I bet it's gonna be tiny little guy. Here goes this one last time. Can't remember if I use this one or not. Yep, this Just use a torch head. One lucky thing about the 372 is you can get in it with one of these as well. And unfortunately, the only way to time this sucker, because they put the clamp facing the bottom, is to pull the cylinder off and then you can pull this boot off. Let's set these guys in here. Yeah, that's literally the only way you can do it. Just pull the cylinder off, because they put the clamp, the bolt of the clamp pointing down. Check, I'll bring y'all over here, show y'all. Bring y'all kind of right over my shoulder. This will cooperate. There we go. As you can see, right, I'm pointing right here. Bolt, the head of the bolt's literally pointing down right there. So go ahead. Oh man, acorns and whatnot have been falling around here like crazy, and they sound like gunshots when they hit this tin roof. Go ahead, pull the muffler off. Really tighten them bad boys down. That felt good. Probably should pull the dog off, but not doing it right now. Alright, these outside ones are little bitty old guys. It's a lot longer than I remember it being. Go. I'm just gonna set these back in it. And to time this sucker, we're going to pull it off anyways. Pull the muffler off anyways, so go ahead and do that. Alright, these guys are bigger. Yeah, it was the bigger. Something like that size. I believe it will work off front. It may work. I know I've tightened these down fairly tight. I'll say that. That was a lot looser than I thought it'd be. Guess I should have gone back in there and tightened them. Oh yeah, they both were. Huh. Huh. Here, Al. Tonight. I didn't know. Honestly, we had one. It's the first time I've heard it. It should be loose there. We aren't leaking. Heat shield was doing its job. Throw these. Just gonna throw it down in here. Leave my. So this is straight through design, just open box. Yeah. Yeah, it's just an open hole. open can. Open can design, not a bad design. May end up putting a muffler on it. That dog got me again. May end up pulling that sucker off or I end up drawing blood. A little bit of solder. Go ahead, run these in a little bit. Said I think earlier on the, well, I may not have shown it. I actually took the decomp out of this saw, put in a plug because decomp was leaking. Thought that might have been one of the issues I was having, but honestly, picked up compression some, but didn't really change the running much. And that's why I decided I was just gonna pull it down, go through it. Honestly, go through it. Push this impulse through. Sorry, just catching my breath. Where's my scratch? Use my scratch as my breaker bar. Ooh, you're on there tight, real tight. Can we do you like that? I believe we can. Broke it loose, but it was showing enough tight on there. We're gonna measure our base gasket, see what it was. Go ahead and get this guy. I believe we can do the same thing. Go. Ain't sure enough clamp these suckers down from the factory, I can tell you that much. Shoo-wee. Go ahead, grab our ones on the front. I don't know if we'll be able to get that lucky with these. No, we won't. We'll just have to grab a small wrench and use as a breaker bar. Go. Oh man, they sure enough clamp these suckers down. So good. Oh, how in the world? Man, I'm flexing this key. This Allen key, something awful. Yeah, it's already trying to round. Goodness. Heck, I don't think I got anything I can get down in there with to get it. Goodness. I got it. Ooh. They clamped the fire out of them from the factory now. Pull this plug out. Set it in our box. Get down on the head of this bolt. There's the Maya. There we go. Got that one. That one was a little looser than the other one, but man, they tightened them down hard. I guess we'll just end up pulling the cylinder off in this video and probably stop it there. We're already getting to 25 minutes on the tear down because of my rambling. I apologize about that, but at least it will be the tear down. And I'll probably go ahead and cut it off there, start up on another one. I don't know if they'll be released the same day, or one on a Tuesday, one on a Thursday, one on Monday, one on Wednesday. Tried to space them out a little bit because I'm not able to make content every single day. Have to line them up for y'all, and I hate that. That's the way it has to be, but got more important things, especially now having a fiance. We're gonna get a whole lot busier, and it's a good thing. We're both really excited to see what joys await. Alright, we can get this sucker to pop on loose. Those are loose, those are loose. Whew, I end up tapping with a hammer. They got this thing. Daggone. There we go. Had that thing well sealed on that sucker. Oh, that one's still a little in. See what kind of base gasket they used. I'm gonna turn that clamp up. That way we can, if we have to, we can pull the boot and everything off. Replace it if need be in the future. That one's loose. Guess we got, there we go, right here. Oh, she's loose. You all loose? Yep. There we go. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of carbon built up from running it in. Cylinder looks good. Look good. Nah, got plenty of oil on both intake and exhaust, that's for sure. She looks like she flooded. Wonder if that carb's acting up. That's what it looks like. It looks like it's daggone flooded. This thing ain't got 4 tanks in it. Alright, well, I'll say that. It's got 5 tanks in it. Cylinder, got plenty of cross hatching in it. Base gasket stayed with the, what's it called? What kind of material is that? I'm not sure, but we'll go ahead and pause this video, or stop this video, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Hope y'all been enjoyed the video. I appreciate y'all watching. Hope y'all had a great weekend. No, we sure did. Hope y'all have a great week coming up. Or if it's released on Thursday or Friday, hope y'all have a great weekend. If y'all don't mind, like, subscribe, share with your buddies. And like I said, I just really appreciate y'all watching and the support y'all giving. Thanks, y'all. Bye.